this is a small brief, and I want to say that I'm a housewife and I left my job last year because we are shifting to the USA. And I had enough time in my hand, and I talk about all these things to the Noshi. She is my friend. She is my childhood friend. And one day we just talking about like that, and Noshi said, "Why don't you join this women's cake maker Jodhpur?" So I like the suggestion, and I joined, and I'm back on my track, and I'm back to my technology. So I want to thank first to Noshi and WTM and Mr. Ajay Vardhan and Dr. Ajay Vardhan Acharya who give us this opportunity. Thank you, sir, and thank you, WTM team. So quickly moving on the topic. Just wait. Okay. Open my slide.
Shall we wait more? Are more people coming to join Firebase? Okay. Just till then we can communicate something out of technology. Right? You can share your experience. Let me tell you, we have some participants with us who has recently published their own apps on Google Assistant. And they have won some of the cloud access worth $200 per month, and they are also given techniques.
Yeah, that's very nice to hear about. And India is growing, and it's all effort of WTM team. It's very nice to hear all these things, right?
We
Really.
also have with us Mr. Zahur Ali Rangi, who is a world record holder in Lempa Book of World Records, and he is also been doing something for Swachh Bharat India on world level, and he has been representing Jodhpur from past 8 years or decade, I must say. So these are the people who are internationally knowing the Jodhpur and themselves along with their outstanding work.
Oh, that's very nice. So tell me more about your personal, their degrees who join us.
We have with us principal of Raj Engineering College, past retired professor in electrical engineering, and many other women entrepreneurs like Mrs. Sonali Colvin from Telnet Technologies, Miss Priyanka Sethi, who is technical enthusiast, Mrs. Vijayashri, who is assistant professor in Human Polytechnic College, Jodhpur, and Miss Megha Kuklia, who is of our age, and she is a YouTuber. And we have with us many industry people like 3D printing demonstration and many other personalities. Let's start with our Firebase session. I think the people has arrived to hear about it.
Yeah, very easily. So now we use designing any app like a mobile app in iOS, Android, and web application. The database is kind of a big problem. It's not, of course, it's hard to design, but it is little bit tricky, right? As well as it consumes lots of bandwidth and trafficking between database and application front end, which is a big kind of issue. Imagine if your app has a lot of photo sharing content. And you want to access all your photos, so it is not easy to make of these things. Managing all your authentication is also a bit tricky because all the application may need authentication from Facebook, Twitter or applications. So, or even simply any mobile and web application which was not easy to design. Right. So what Firebase gives you is a complete solution about how things can be. It is complete backup solution. It has a complete backup solution. You do not need to worry about your losing any kind of data. You just back up from your Google backup option, and your application is running very smoothly. In Firebase you can do all sort of authentication. Most common are by username, email and password, but you can also use your Facebook, Twitter, Google or any other login system. So apart from authentication, it also gives you a very amazing feature, which is this real-time database. Yes, you can hear me correctly. It is a real-time database. The Firebase real-time database use data in a secure cloud directly from the client-side code. Data is persisted locally and even when offline. Hello? Do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Data is persisted locally and even while offline. Real-time events continue to fire, giving the end user a responsive experience. When device retains the connection, the real-time database synchronization is on, and the local data changes with the remote update that occurred while the client was offline. We can understand this thing with one example. It is like you all aware about the smart watches, which is a very trendy in today's days, like Fitbit or Apple watches and Samsung watches is there. I also, if you can see, do you see all this? Do you see my watch?
Yes.
Okay, this is a Fitbit watch. You can understand this real-time Firebase real-time database with this smartwatch. Like this smartwatch is stored all my day activity like heart rate and steps and calories burned, whatever. So whenever my mobile
हिंदी में
okay. You can see this is ये मेरा Fitbit watch है. ये पूरा मेरा दिन का एक्टिविटी अपने इस वॉच में स्टोर हो जाता है. मुझे जरूरत नहीं होता कि मैं हर बार मैन्युअली या हर बार अपने मोबाइल की एप्लीकेशन को इस वॉच से कनेक्ट करके रखूं. जब भी मैं अपना मोबाइल का एप्लीकेशन ऑन करती हूँ और मोबाइल में ब्लूटूथ और इंटरनेट ऑन करती हूँ, तुरंत ही इस वॉच में जो भी डेटा स्टोर है वो सभी उस एप्लीकेशन में अपडेट हो जाता है विदिन अ मिलीसेकंड. राइट, आई डू नॉट नीड टू पुट एवरीथिंग मैनुअली. मुझे सब कुछ फिट नहीं करना पड़ता, वो सब कुछ अपने आप अपडेट हो जाता है. तो दिस इज so you can understand Firebase real-time database. This is a Firebase real-time database. you can update your app within a millisecond without, you do not need any connection, like you do not need to connect every time. Whenever your connection is on, your app will be updated.
Okay, wonderful.
So this is a Firebase real-time database, and so Firebase is not only authentication or database, it has so many other jobs like cloud messaging, app notification, and advertisement, and etc. You can also grow with Firebase, you can earn with Firebase, and you can develop with
I
Firebase.
like the earning part, right?
Yes.
Right. You can also earn with Firebase. This is a very interesting thing. Like initially I also don't know about it, but after reading, after knowing this thing, this is a very amazing feature of Firebase. I will cover this topic later. So initially when Firebase was not in market, so what happened? Facebook, you can aware about Facebook. Facebook is a very common social service application. So Facebook used Parse server. Parse is also a kind of server in which by which we use, we develop our applications. So Facebook used Parse server for controlling. Parse is also a very good product, but after evolving Firebase, Facebook is also moved to an open server, that is Firebase. Not like that Parse is not used, but Facebook needs an open server, a kind of that server in which it doesn't have to look out a database or managing data or authentication or any other things. So everything is just on your hand when you use Firebase. For small scale app like hundreds or thousands of users, Firebase handle it very flawlessly, right? Whenever your user usage is bigger, and you have a very bigger plan, so what happened? You have to pay a little bit money and buy a bigger plan. So this is a very, you can say, a drawback of Firebase, that for small scale you do not need to worry about any single penny, but for bigger scale, for bigger usage, you have to pay some money for using their database, for using their bandwidth, for trafficking and other things also. So, and one more little thing about Firebase is what you need to learn to master in Firebase is actually you do not need to learn anything, because it is a complete API. If you are working on a Swift language, you can use it. You can use it with a Swift language as well. If you are an Android developer, you can use it in an Android, because Firebase has its own guide. You can use its guide and develop your Android applications. And if you are script or a web application, you clear codes in a JavaScript and your application is developed. Right? So, am I clear to what is Firebase and what is the applications and the drawback, limitations and features? Hello?
Hello. Hello. Yes, madam. Hello.
Yes, I'm asking something like, am I clear to the application features and services of the Firebase?
Madam, what are the
Okay.
job opportunities in this field for the youngsters?
Yeah, I'm coming on this topic. Just give me 2-3 minutes more. I'm just telling you what kind of language we need to learn, right? We do not need to learn any other language. You are working on that which language is used in that you can use in Firebase. You do not need to learn any other stuff, and you do not need to download any other stuff, right? And this is a very common thing. And if people asking me about what kind of jobs and all is here. You all are heard about Lyft and Shazam and some kind of travel apps like Trivago and Skyscanner and the New York Times, Alibaba.com. These are very huge applications. They all are using this Firebase, and
All big companies
Firebase
are
has, sorry,
all these big companies are using this technology right now, right?
right. They are working with Firebase, or they are just develop their application with the Firebase.
And all the government work and all the things to the delivery system in the government, they will use apps in India.
Yes.
Delivery system of the goods and services, and in Rajasthan, e-myths, 350 services in the e-myth centers. That is called CSCs. Central for Services Centers in the villages and all these things.
Yes. So these all are. Can you please just repeat me what kind of application you are saying?
Just discussing about the huge scope of Firebase with government sector.
In government sector, okay. Just give me 2 minutes.
No, we have discussed it. You can carry on.
Okay. So the job opportunity, किसी ने मुझसे पूछा अभी कि जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज क्या है इसमें, तो इसका एक फीचर है एडवर्ड्स एंड आल्सो एडमॉब्स. These all are kind of job opportunities of growing with Firebase, and I will give you a brief description of it.
Yes, this Firebase we have is introduced for the first time with GDG community, and we are looking forward to make more deep discussion in coming sessions with meetups. So do join us in the meetup in future. This is only introductory part. Today we will be discussing due to shortage of time, right?
Yeah, because Firebase is a very vast topic and I cannot cover all the topics in one session. If I have 2-3 hours, so maybe I can cover. So I can just give you a brief about now. So then how can you do with this? So in AdWord, Canvas without implementing any additional SDKs. Cross-network attribution, measurement and LTV in any TV or dashboard. So AdWords is a kind of, you can understand it as an advertisement. Like you can, whenever you open your any app like Facebook or any game app, so you can see some kind of advertisement showing on the bottom or upper part of the application. this thing is ad mob or AdWords. So whenever such application is tied with this kind of advertisement, so they can earn with this. Like मैं आपको अपना advertisement दे रहा हूँ तो आप मुझे इतना money देंगे इस टाइप से. You can understand this thing like that. हम किसी को अपना एडवर्टाइजमेंट करने का पैसा देते हैं, जैसे कि फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में होता है, बहुत सारे स्पॉन्सर्स होते हैं, तो ऐसे किसी एप्लीकेशंस के लिए स्पॉन्सर्स होते हैं, वही स्पॉन्सर्स अपना ऐड भी करते हैं उसी एप्लीकेशन में. तो इसी तरीके से दोनों जो भी डेवलपर है, जो स्पॉन्सर है, वो दोनों ही इसके थ्रू इनकम कर सकते हैं. So am I clear to you?
Thank you so much, Shipra, for sharing the wealth of knowledge regarding Firebase. And I will be uploading your PPT for the reference with all who has joined us on the Google Classroom, and they can use this PPT. And any interesting questions you are finding on Google Classroom, I hope you can post your questions in Google Classroom. She can watch your question and reply it. And anyone...
Yeah, and just do one thing, like in a slide 26, there is a video. You can just show them, and by this they can clear their vision. How can Firebase use?
Okay. We can share the link and they can later on watch this video. Actually, we are already facing shortage of time. And I am sharing this whole PPT with all of the people here. I am again saying this is many to many conversation. Like one person can communicate with each and everyone out here. So don't feel like आपको जो भी कहना है आप खुल के बोलो, but using that portal classroom.google.com especially for DevFest, right? So that your voice is heard to us and we can convey to you all, right? Thank you, Shipra. Thank you so much for joining with us. I hope we will be in connection in future with you and develop some interesting apps and startup programs directly with Jodhpur and your place.
Yeah, thank you so much, Naoshin, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. And yes, we can do. Thank you.